How hard are Cuphead animations as actual fights? Brothers in Arms Phase 1 FNAF. Can't have a compilation of indie horror without the king, but will it be enough to take down this magic flask? The main enemy of this fight is the puppet, and they'll use 4 different attacks to try to take down our porcelain pal. The pizza will split into 8 projectiles with a random parryable. Foxy will occasionally slash 5 times before hiding back into Pirate's Cove. A Freddy or Bonnie animatronic will come out of the floor. Freddy attacks by running straight forward, whereas Bonnie hops slowly, and a fan will blow Cuphead backwards, similar to Ribby and Crook's second phase. At the start of this fight, the attacks are relatively slow and telegraphed, while unimpressive on their own. As the fight goes on, the rate of attacks grows rapidly. The pizza attack seems particularly tricky for how low to the ground it is. Now looking at it, this fight seems pretty similar to Captain Briny Beard, with the animatronics kinda like the fish dog, Foxy the shark, and the boss constantly being above your sightline. So my choice of weapons will be the same ones I use for him. Charge, twist up, and crack shot. Even so, with how slow the attacks are and how short the fight is, I don't see this phase being particularly hard, so overall, C tier. How hard are Cuphead animations as actual boss fights? Brothers in Arms Phase 2, Hello Neighbor. The titular neighbor, or more the portraits of the neighbor, will attack with 2 different projectiles, also coming out of portraits, homing shiny black beams with a random parryable, and big balls of glue that can cover 1 to 2 of the platforms. And yeah, the ground's split into 3 platforms. There are also bear traps that can come from either side of the screen. The black beams are simple to dodge enough, if not a little annoying with the rate of fire, and the platforms being covered with glue could lead to sticky situations, but you could just avoid it by being on the side. If it weren't for the inhuman reaction time you'd need to avoid the bear traps, you'd need to constantly remember to crouch if you're forced to the sides. Picking the right weapon is important. Spread Shot CX is perfectly suited to take advantage of Mr. Peterson's lack of hitbox, and Charge and Crack Shot are good if you can't stand below and wail on him. For charms, Chalice's extra mobility is perfect for navigating platforms or air stalling if you anticipate a bear trap. If you couldn't crouch under the bear traps, I'd be tempted to put this in a high A, but alas, Hello Neighbor will have to settle for a high B tier. Huh? How hard are Cuphead animations actual boss fights? Brothers in Arms Phase 3, Bendy in the Ink Machine. The phase starts with ink drops coming out of the ceiling with random variable drops, not unlike Ollie Bulb of the Root Pack. Keep an eye out on the pressure meter, as at some point it'll start flooding. When it does, the surface on the crates will sink into the floor, and you can use the crates they left as platforms to avoid the overflowing ink. When the flood subsides, Butcher Gang will arise from the ink. Piper, Fisher, and Striker will start throwing wrenches, walking across the screen, and punching straight forward respectively. I'm gonna be real for a sec. This face is a joke. Spread Shot and its EX shot make short work by just standing under him and dodging the ink drops in reaction. The flood may be a tad tricky with its limited space and short reaction time, but it's far from impossible. I'd use something like Roundabout or Charge Shot since Spread can't reach him. You can ignore Striker entirely. Fisher moves slow as molasses, and Piper's wrench are easily avoidable. Seems the Ink Demon is soon to meet his end. D tier.